Hello, my name is Haley Valdez. I'm the director of our corporate recruiting team here at Beacon Hill. And today I am so excited to have our office spotlight today on our Parsippany team. I'm going to have our wonderful Karina Rano join today. She's our division director. So I'm going to just invite her here. We're so excited to chat about this amazing office of ours. Right. Let's see. Hi, Karina.
Hi.
Hello, it worked. That's
Okay,
good.
step one.
All right, and I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you so much for joining today. I'm so excited to talk about your amazing office and your career here at Beacon Hill. For those of you that are joining and missed the introduction, today we are talking about our wonderful Parsippany team. We have the director here, Karina, who's going to talk a little bit more about her office. They specialize in technology staffing, so we'll recap that a little bit as well. And on these spotlights, it's a way for you to learn a little bit more about Beacon Hill and our local offices. So again, Karina, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Gosh, you've been here since 2017, right?
Yeah, I just celebrated 7 years.
My gosh, wow. And so much, as I was looking at your tenure, you've accomplished, in the last 7 years. Karina has won 6 awards since she's been here, including a 4-time nominee winner for our Top of the Hill shopping spree and President's Club 2 times. So just a top performer for our company, such a strong leader, leading by example with all the successes that she's had since she's joined us. And we're so glad that you did back in 2017. That's ironically the year I joined. So yeah, we joined actually the same month, if you can believe it, back in May. So we're so excited to have you here to talk a little bit more about your office. So to start, maybe tell us a little bit about how you got into staffing, because a lot of the people that I interview or my team interviews, we're kind of their first introduction to this type of career path. So would love to hear how you got into it and what brought you here to Beacon Hill.
My God, the infamous how did I get into this industry story? I think everybody has such a different but same story. I'm originally from Atlanta. A really good friend of mine was in the industry, and she brought me in to work as a recruiter. I started off as a recruiter at a competitor. Then now have been in the industry, oh my gosh, I'm not even say for how long, but for a long time, and now Jersey for 13 years. So I've been in the local market for 13 years.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
There's so many, different stories for why people get into staffing. And typically it's, a lot of us want to get into a role that's a sales-driven environment, people-oriented, but has the ability to make money.
Yep.
And so I love that you came here, obviously built up this incredible team, which we're going to learn more about today. So maybe tell us a little bit more about what it's like working in the Parsippany office and where you're physically located within New Jersey.
Well, Parsippany, we're very close to Morris Plains in the Morristown area. I chose a location when we first opened the office because it's very centralized to really like the north part of New Jersey. We're pretty close to the city, but not so close that we're driving super far into traffic. But
oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. We're really close to a lot of interstates, which is great. There's more than 2 or 3 ways to get to our office. It's really a centralized location, and this area has been growing so much. We're seeing a lot of new companies being moved to our location. We're seeing a lot of restaurants and shopping coming to this, which we're very, very excited about. So yeah, we're in a pretty central location.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Speaking of lunches, restaurants, is there like a go-to spot you guys go to for lunch, or is there places walkable, or a go-to happy hour spot for team celebrations?
Well, my team picks on me because my favorite place to take people when they start is Thatcher's. It's an Irish pub in a town next to us. It's like my tradition. I love going there, but lately we've been going to a restaurant called Tommy's. It's pretty well known around here. It's just a big restaurant. But we'll go to like Chico's, which is a Mexican place around here. We've been to Milagros. We'll go to Morristown a lot, which is super close. We're probably like 7 minutes from Morristown.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is great because A lot of our team likes to go out in Morristown, so we go down there a lot. I know they love like Homestead or I don't know. There's a ton of places around there that we try to get to.
That sounds so fun. Sounds like there's a lot of places to eat, grab happy hour,
Yeah.
celebrate, which is so fun because, as you know, Beacon Hill, our culture is definitely about bonding, getting to know each other, having fun outside of the office as well. Maybe you can describe a little bit more on the culture for your team and, how large is your team right now? Are you growing? I know you've been hiring recently, which is so exciting.
We are a team of 11. We just moved into a brand new office in Morris Plains, Parsippany. We're really closer to Morris Plains now.
Okay.
Love it. The office is beautiful. We're still decorating. I'm still doing that, but we've got a beautiful cafe in the building, which has been really helpful. We have free access to a gym.
That's nice.
They've got virtual yoga classes, virtual biking classes, boxing, weightlifting, treadmills. Like it's a really nice added bonus to not only working for this awesome team, but just physically being here. A lot of our team is into fitness and wellness.
Yeah.
So a lot of them appreciate the fact that like the fact that they have access to the gym before and after work. And then the cafe too, that, if we're in a rush in between lunch, we can just go grab something.
Yeah.
But our office is awesome. I'm very excited about it. We have more space to grow. We have been growing. We've had a lot of new team members and we're still hiring. Right now we're looking for, sales recruiters, really for some, for the Beacon Hill fit.
Yep.
And as far as the culture goes, I love our team. Everybody, gets along. I tell her like we're in a sales environment, so we're not always going to agree on everything, right. But we always can come to mutual terms, make it a win-win for everybody. But for the most part, everybody is friends.
Yeah.
Get along. We celebrate a lot of milestones together. Everybody celebrates things outside of work with each other as well. I don't know. I feel really proud of the team we have right now. Everybody's starting to hit some big goals and milestones in a market that's been really challenging.
Yeah.
It's exciting when we bring in new team members to say, look what your peers are doing. Look what the people are here. Even in a down market, we're still hitting some all-time highs. The office is trending in a great place. And I think that's, for people coming in and not knowing the industry or maybe coming from a competitor, it feels like they can come in and make an impact because an impact is still to be made. Yeah. But we root for each other. When people are down, we try to help them out and kind of, helping them get up off of, whatever may be going on at work. I don't know. I feel like we're pretty close knit. Everybody gets along.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a wonderful team. I need to come sit with you for a few days.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, for the most part, I tell everybody, I want a culture of people that want to be here. You want to be here with your team members. I want you to be happy. Every day is not going to be perfect and happy and,
right.
Bows and sunshines, but it's gonna stink some days. Some days are going to be hard.
Right.
But that you have leadership in place at Beacon Hill that will support you and mentor you and coach you through those hard times. And I feel like every team member on the team tends to do that with each other. We try to lift each other up in good times and bad times.
And it makes all the difference, because sales is tough no matter where you do it. What job, whatever you're selling, especially in staffing, right? So I think the people you surround yourself with and leaders like you to learn from and be mentored by, it makes all the difference in the world. So sounds like what you've built has just been so amazing. I'm sure you feel so proud.
I did.
Yeah, I would too, if I were you. So what about office traditions? Is there anything, I know you mentioned you've celebrated some personal milestones or anything that comes to mind that your team does?
We celebrate every birthday. We used to do a birthday cake.
Fun.
We used to do birthday cake on everybody's birthday or at the end of the week. But now that Beacon Hill gives us our actual birthday off,
so nice.
People have their birthday, so we're not doing birthday cakes anymore on the day. So we're doing monthly celebrations. So birthdays, anniversaries, big life events. We'll do one big group, either a lunch in the office. We love getting this taco platter from this place.
Yeah.
So we'll do like this a taco platter, or we love this place called Sergio's around the corner. Like we'll do something big, or we just go to happy hour with the team. So what we do, it can be challenging because it is sales. So
Right.
it's have like a day to go do something with your
Right.
team. And
They're all at different schedules.
Milestones is somebody's hitting rookie club, top of the hill, president's club, hitting their first 10K, hitting one of their goals. Like we really try to make sure that people feel, we try our best, right, to make people feel like, wow, like I hit this goal, and it's not just like me cheering myself. Your whole team is. And we share the email with leadership. Even my boss gets the emails. If the team hits a goal, like we'll go out and celebrate. We're actually tracking a big goal right now that if we hit it, like my boss is going to fly in and we go out to this dinner. And, again, it's hard. It's hard. What we do is challenging, but doing something challenging and hitting goals during those challenging things and then getting rewarded for it. Like I don't know. It's just like, it just feels special. And I love that we are able to do those things still here at Beacon Hill. I'm able to still say yes to those celebrations, and the yes to taking the team to lunch, or even grabbing, dinner with each other to celebrate things. I love that we're consistent. That's a word I use a lot with people I interview. Yeah. They're like, what do you love about Beacon Hill culture? I said consistency. From day one that I've been here to even last week when I was in Boston at the Cape for the director and manager meeting, consistency. We constantly remain true to our culture, our traditions, and to consistency across, how we do things. And I think that's something that it's very comforting, especially in, crazy markets like we've been in, is to know that for a company that isn't going to change things on you just because of economic downturns or things. We try to keep the culture the same. Yes. And that also helps with productivity. People stay hopefully inspired to get through these tough times because they know like we're still going to have their backs, and that something's not going to change tomorrow because of what's going on outside of our control.
100%. And you bring up such a good point, because I think, that's a fear for anyone when they get in a new job, right? Like they hear things of their friends getting impacted in certain ways. And I think, you were spot on with the word consistency. I love that. I might steal that from you.
Please do.
Because that is so true from my own experience as well. And to your point, if you feel like the culture and how you've been treated has been consistent since you started, that will impact how you lead your team, and also being consistent through their eyes for your own local office. So that's so wonderful. And it sounds like you guys have so much fun. Speaking of fun, so quarterly outings, right? Huge. So great, right? I see teams get creative with them. What are some of the ones that stand out to you that you've done with your team?
Last year we went to a Yankee game.
Very fun.
We got a shuttle out to Yankee Stadium. We went out before and had lunch, and then we went to the game. We actually had like chicken nugget platters and hot dog things. That was a lot of fun. This past quarter we did a cooking class. There's like a local Italian chef. She's from Italy, and she does these cooking classes from her studio in Madison, New Jersey. So we did that. We made like fresh gnocchi with sauce, and we got to sit around like a family style table after we cooked and like eat as a team, which I loved. And then next quarter we're going on a boat around Lake Hopatcong. If you're from Jersey, you know what Hopatcong is. It ain't, last year we went around a cruise around the like tip of Manhattan. That was a pretty cool sail, but I'm really excited about the Lake Hopatcong one because it's like I don't know, what are those pontoon boats?
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing.
On a pontoon boat around Lake Hopatcong for a few hours and just enjoying the last bit of summer before up here in New Jersey gets cold.
A little chilly, yeah.
Catch as much sun as possible. So, but I think my favorite one was the Manhattan one, the New York City. It was like an old school wooden boat that took us around the end of Manhattan. That was a pretty fun one.
I love How creative you get with them. And it's fun because I hear about, all the teams, they take a lot of pride in coming up with fun things local to their city
Yeah.
that are special. But wow, the diversification of how you do your events, it's amazing. So
Yeah.
that sounds very fun.
Different because like we've seen other offices where they'll do like sporting events or like pickleball or competitive sports, and we want to hang out.
Right. You want to relax. And I like it. I'm kind of getting that vibe with your themes. You're going to eat a little food or maybe hop on a boat. So that will be so fun. I can't wait to see pictures of your team for that outing that's coming up. That sounds amazing.
I'll send the ones from the cooking class.
Yes. Yes. I've
Yeah.
got to see that too. That sounds so fun.
Of course.
And so the other thing I want to ask you, so I know we kind of talked about location and where you're physically at. What about, since this is a new office, the layout? Is it open floor plan? Is it more cubicle style? Someone that's coming in to interview, is there they walk in the main lobby, go up to an elevator?
Sure. Again, love our new office. We're on the top floor. So when you get off your big glass double doors that welcome you to Beacon Hill, we have we have a large conference room and another training room. That's where all of our interviews happen, are within those rooms. We have a bullpen in the back, which until you're an employee, you don't get to go back, but it's an open floor plan. I got rid of cubes in this office just because I wanted to have more collaboration, but we still have enough walls in between us to where we have some privacy on phone calls. You still have your own desk space, but it allows for a little bit more collaboration. Those high cubicles tend to like cause people to maybe stick to themselves versus like
isolated.
Yeah, more isolated, much bigger floor plan. And we also have the rite of passage, not the rite of passage, that's the wrong term, but like there's an ability to expand next door. So we have
nice.
To the office next to us if we ever need to expand. So we have a lot of space to grow if need be. And then we have an open kitchen concept. Something that people don't know when they start is that the coffee is free. Like that's something that happened before where so you're like, oh, I just started bringing their own coffee. I'm like, why are you bringing your own coffee? It's free. Like, we didn't know that. So like in like corporate America, I know that's so silly, but we have a brand new like cappuccino machine.
I was gonna say it must be super fancy where it looks like, it's not like pour out of the jug or something.
Yeah, upgraded the coffee machine. So it's really awesome to make lattes. So the team has been crazy for the frothers.
I love it.
I came back from Boston, they were all gone. I was like, what happened?
Right. Hey, we need that caffeine to fuel our calls, right? Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, so they're
the office. Really, I can't wait to see it. It sounds like you've done such a great job picking an awesome space. You're getting comments about how they all need coffee in this job, which I think we can all attest to. And then the last thing I wanted to kind of talk to you about too. So your specialty. So Beacon Hill, we have different specialties across the country. Speak to yours, which is technology, if you don't mind. Because I do think some people feel like that barrier of entry. Like, I don't know a bunch about tech. I didn't study that in school. I don't believe you studied technology, but maybe you can speak to that and amazing training program to help ramp people up.
You don't be afraid of technology. Technology's our friend. I love working in the technology space. I love the disruption of it. I love that it's constantly changing. I love how it evolves. The fact that it constantly changes really helps us in our opportunities because there's constantly clients who need specialization in talent across all these areas of tech that they have no idea what's going on. So with like entering into the staffing industry or the recruiting and technology consulting industry, you can learn it. We have such amazing training programs. Coming here from day one, you start learning the industry. Why? Why do corporations use us? Why do we partner with such amazing companies and client partners? You don't need to understand technology from day one, but our goal as you start building through the organization is, for my recruiting team, you're going to be a technology recruiter. We're going to make sure that you are specialized in these areas. So when you're talking to candidates and consultants and, these specialists and experts that we work with, we can really talk through the projects with them and let them understand. And that just takes time. It takes collaboration with our sales team. And then from a sales perspective, I gave the analogy yesterday, you know, I can, if you're a good salesperson, I can sell you this blue pen,
right?
you know,
You can sell anything.
I can sell this blue pen. Traits of a, you know, of a good salesperson, even a recruiter, is being a good listener, right? Are you listening to what our, you know, our customers are saying? Are you listening to what our consultants are saying and what they're, you know, they're asking of Beacon Hill? Are we able to provide the same level of service to our consultants as we do our clients? You know, we're really focusing on customer and candidate experience. And I think that comes from the things that we do from our desk perspective,
Right.
and collaborating. The technology piece will come. You know, you start learning what it is. We start you from the beginning and really kind of take you through a tech boot camp. It takes time to develop the skill, but you don't have to be afraid of it. We do train a lot in technology. You just have to want to come in here and learn. And I think that's the biggest thing.
Well, when they have someone like you and your incredible team to train them, you know, I fully believe anyone can have success if they have the right attitude. So
Absolutely.
Couldn't agree more. Well, Karina, thank you for your time. Your team sounds amazing. I know I've met some of them. I want to meet them all, and hopefully one day come see this beautiful new office and yes, see the cafe, the gym. I mean, what an amazing opportunity, and to work for you and with your amazing team. So thank you so much. For anyone that's watching that is interested and wants to learn more, please reach out to the corporate recruiting team and we can help get you involved in the interview process. But thanks again. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.